ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। अखण्डं सच्चिदानन्दम् अवां मनसगोचरम्
अखण्डं
सच्चिदानन्दम् अवां
मनसगोचरम्
आत्मानमखिलाधारम् आश्रये भीष्टसिद्धये
आत्मानमखिलाधारम् आश्रये भीष्टसिद्धये
अर्थतोऽप्यद्वयानन्दानतीतद्वैतभानतः गुरूणाराध्य वेदान्तसारं भक्ष्ये यथामति।
गुरूणाराध्य
वेदान्तसारं भक्ष्ये यथामति।
अथ महावाक्यार्थः वर्ण्यते। इदं तत्त्वमसि वाक्यम् सम्बन्धत्रयेण अखण्डार्थबोधकं भवति।
अखण्डार्थबोधकं भवति।
सम्बन्धत्रयं नाम
सम्बन्धत्रयं नाम
पदयोगो सामानाधिकरण्यम्
पदयोः सामानाधिकरण्यम्
पदार्थयोः विशेषणविशेष्य भावः
पदार्थयोः विशेषणविशेष्यभावः
प्रत्यगात्मलक्षणयोः लक्ष्यलक्षणभावश्च इति
प्रत्यगात्मलक्षणयोः लक्ष्यलक्षणभावश्च इति
महावाक्यार्थः वर्ण्यते। महावाक्य तत् त्वम् असि of the Chandogya is taken. It's an equation, two things, two seemingly different things. Not really different. The really different cannot be equated. Seemingly different things are equated. That's why it's an equation. Ahavakyaha, ahavakyam. Vakyam, not vakya, vakya. Mahavakyam. Ahavakyasya artaha mahavakyartaha. Varnyate, karmani prayoga. Ahavakyartaha varnyate. महावाक्यार्थः अखंडार्थबोधक वाक्यम महावाक्य तत् त्वम् असि तत्पद विचार तत्पद विसाद मुख्यार्थ ऑफ तत्पद मुख्यार्थ ऑफ तत्पद इज सगुणम ब्रह्म उपाधि उपाधि सहित चैतन्यम अनुपगित चैतन्यम that is मुख्यार्थ त्वम् पद वाच्यार्थ मुख्यार्थ is अज्ञानम अज्ञान उपगित चैतन्यम अनुपगित चैतन्य and Lakshyartha is Anupagita Chaitanyam. For that padam, similarly, for Tvam padam, Anupagita Chaitanyam. All these things we have seen. Now, what is Mahavakya? He says, after that, we will say why it is equated, Tatu and Tvam. Because we have, it is equated. Now, let us see, therefore, let us assume that we don't know the Sambandha Trayam. Three types of relations between the words of a sentence. Now, Tatu and Tvam Asi, Tatu is equal to Tvam, the equation. How to interpret this equation? The two words are equated. Two different padams are equated. Two different padams, how can be equated? Do they have the same letters? Rama is equal to Rama. As Rama is equal to Rama. Both sides same words. Repa plus Akara plus Makara plus A. This side also Ram. It is not an equation. Two words. The same letters are there in the two words. And also the same order. Then it is not an equation. If their words are different, then they are different words. They cannot be the same word. Rama is equal. Rama, and if you jumble the letters of the word Rama, then suppose Mara, Rama, Mara, both are different. There is no word Mara. Rama is there. Suppose there is a word Mara meaning something else. They cannot be equated because they have different. The different words have different meanings. So the words are not equated. But what do you mean by equation here? Because we know Sanskritam, we can understand. That is, when the words are in same vibhakti, same the gender, same vachanam. then only there can be equation. Tat is Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachanam, Tam also Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Two words, they have different, completely different connotations. That's what we call the Pravritti Nimitta. The word drama, for example, it has its Pravritti Nimitta. Apple, there is an object and that is referred to by the name. Apple has been a Pravritti Nimitta. Orange has been a Pravritti Nimitta. Ghata, because Ghatatvam Asti, that is why it's called Ghata. Ghatatvam, it's not there in the Pata. Pata is a cloth. Pate Ghatatvam Nasti. Why don't we call Pata as a Ghata? Because it doesn't have Ghatatvam. It has got Patatvam. Patatvam is not there in the Ghata. Ghatatvam is not there in the Pata. So the words refer to a certain thing. So that pravritti, the arising of such words, it means it has certain thing. That is why it is referred to by that word. That a unique thing that has to be referred to by a particular word. It's called Bhinna Pravritti. Words are Bhinna Pravritti, Nimitta. So Bhinna Pravritti Nimittana, it means the words are completely different. Not the same words. Suppose if we say Agam Namami, Agam Namami, I do Namaskara to Rama. Agam Ramam Namami. Agam Karta, Rama is the object. Agam Ramam Namami. Suppose we say Agam Ramam Ramam Namami. What is all this Rama is doing? All the words are the same Pravritti Nimitta. Not Bhinna Pravritti Nimitta. Same Rama I already talked about. So same Pravritti Nimitta and same Vibhakti and same Vachanam, it is karma in the sentence. It is redundant, not required. One Rama is sufficient. And we are not so many Ramas. And also each word, what is the relationship between the words? The Rama, one Rama and other Rama. It doesn't qualify. Suppose if you say Aham Janakyaha Patim Janaki Patim Ramam, then you can say Janaki Patim, Janakyaha Patim, then it qualifies Rama. Ayodhya Nagara Rajanam, if you say, there it has been a Pravritti Nimitta. Therefore, we can say Ayodhya Nagara Rajanam, Janaki Patim Ramam Namami. The words are different. The sambandha between different words. That is, different words are used and the relation between the different words. And the word different words means therefore Bhinna Pravritti Nimitta. Bhinna Pravritti Nimitta and the words having same vibhakti, same vachanam. Then only we can talk about the relations between them. What is the relationship between Aham, Ramam, Namami, Raham and Rama? Aham is Karta, Rama is Karma. Completely different. Karaka, therefore different vibhakti. So, can be different vachanam also. So there it, what sambandha? Sambandha with the kriya only. That is what Karaka is all about. So here we cannot talk about that relationship between the words. So here the sambandha, in the Mahavakya, if you take Tat, Tvam, Asi, Tat and Tvam, they have sambandha, relation. What relation? That is analysis. What are the types of sambandha possible? Different words are used and different words have different pravritti, Bhinna Pravritti Nimitta. Different words, they have got Bhinna Pravritti Nimitta And the words are said to be in Samanadikaranyam. Samanadikaranyam is a technical word. Samana Adhikaranam. Adhikaranam means locus. Samanadikaranyam. It means the word have got Samana Vibhakti, Samana Adhikaranam. We'll talk about what some examples what Samana Adhikaranam. Suppose if the words with the same meaning and the same words or synonyms are used, then it is not Samana Adhikaranam. Tat and Th, they are not synonyms. If you use synonyms, the words have the same meaning or the same words, then we cannot say, even though they are in same vibhakti, we cannot say it is Samanadhikaran. Therefore, Binna is important. Definition, Binna Pravritti Nimittana means the words have to be entirely different and has to be in same vibhakti. Then we say Samanadhikaran. Samanadhikaran means it refers to the same thing. Samanadhikaranam. The words, the sentence have the same locus. Adhikaranam means locus. Samanadhikaranam means same locus. It means they refer to, they relate to a certain object, specific thing. That is Samanadhikaranam, technical term. When there is Samanadhikaranyam, then the relationship between the words must be adjective substantive relationship. Visheshana Visheshya Bhavaha. Vinna Pravritti Nimittanam, Samana Vibhaktikanam. The sentence, if it is there, it's then Padayogo Samanadhikaranyam. Padayogo or Padana. Two words are there, for here two words, Tat and Tum only. Padayogo Samanadhikaranyam. Padartha Yoga, what it refers to. Padartha is meaning. The meaning of the Pada, between the meaning of the words, there is Visheshana Visheshya Bhavaha. This passage is important to be memorized. Sambandha Trayam Nama. Padayogo Samanadhikaranyam. Padartha Yoga Visheshana Visheshya Bhavaha. The words, two words, they relate to the same thing. Binna Pravritti Nimitta of the words. They are not the same words, different words. And of course, Samana Vibhakti, that is the condition, Samana Vibhaktikanam. Ekasmin Vishaye Tatparyaha, that is Samanadhikaranyam. Padartha Yoga, the meaning of the words, the meaning of the two words, the relationship between the meaning of the two words is Visheshana Visheshya. Therefore, you can say, Yatra Yatra Samanadhikaryam Tatta Tatra Visheshana Visheshya Bhava. Because the adjective substantive relationship, also we see the same thing, same vibhakti. It can be an adjective provided it matches with the linga vibhakti vachanam. Therefore, in Samana, when the words are in Samanadhikaranyam, then the relation between the meaning of the words must be Visheshana Visheshya Bhavaha. So two types of Sambandha has come so far. Sambandha Trayam, three types of Sambandha between the words, or two types of Sambandha we understood. Samanadhikaranyam, Samanadhikaranya Sambandha, Visheshana Visheshya Sambandha. The third Sambandha is Lakshya Lakshana Sambandha. All these are part of the analysis of the Mahavakya. So here, Mahavakyartaha Varnyate. The Mahavakya, we need to understand the Sambandha Trayam, therefore the author introduces. And there is some, whether this Visheshana Visheshya Bhavaha is applicable to Sambandha, we have to see. It cannot be, it's not applicable. Why? Because Tatu and Tvam. Tvam is there, Tatu is not an adjective to Tvam. Then it's a problem. Ishvara is an adjective to me. Then Tvam, Tatu, like the red flower, blue lotus, Neelam Utpalam, Utpalam flower. Utpalam is me. Neelam, that is attribute. Similarly, Tatu Tvam, Tvam is you, and Tatu Ishvara, Ishvara is an attribute. If Ishvara is an attribute, then you are You must be greater than Ishvara. With Upadiyam, it is, with understood. So, Ishvara is not an attribute. Other way also, Tvam Tat also. You are not an attribute to Ishvara. You are not decorating the Ishvara. So therefore, there cannot be Vishesha Visheshya Bhavaha. We cannot take Visheshna Visheshya. Whereas Neelam Utpalam, when we say there can be Vishesha, because there are so many other colors, different types of Utpalam. Among them, you are distinguishing the Neelam Utpalam, the blue lily. Utpalam is lily. Raktam Utpalam is other colors, Pitam. Now you are saying Neelam. Distinguishing from the other Utpalam, Neelam Utpalam. Further, you say it is Gandhavatu. That's got a sweet smell, fragrant. And it's a beautiful form. So beautiful, fragrant, blue lily. All the words, Surupam, Gandhavatu, Neelam, they are Binna Pravritti Nimitta. The words have got Binna Pravritti Nimitta. Do they point to different things? No. They all relate to the same thing, same word, Utpalam. Surupam Utpalam, Gandhavat Utpalam, Neelam Utpalam. So all the three words relate to the same. And what is the relationship between the words? Padartha Yogo, if you take, there is Visheshana Vishesha Bhavaha. Neelam is a Visheshanam, Utpalam is Visheshya, Gandhavat is Visheshanam, Utpalam Visheshya qualifies. Surupam is Visheshanam, Neelam Visheshya, Surupam qualifies Visheshya. Surupam, Gandhavat, Neelam, Utpalam, they are the same vibhakti, Samana vibhakti kanam. All are in Pratama vibhakti, Napumsakalinga. Pratama vibhakti ekavacham. Samana vibhakti kanam, Binna pravritti nimittanam, Samana Binna pravritti nimittanam padanam, Samana vibhakti kanam, padanam, Padayogo, between the words, Samanadikaranyam. Padanam madhye Samanadikaranyam. Padartha yogo Visheshana Visheshya Bhavaha. Therefore, there is Samanadikaranya Sambandha, and Visheshana Visheshya Sambandha. This is the general Sambandha in all our Vyavahara. We use. Whether this Sambandha is applicable to the Vakya, Tatu, Tomasi. There are also Tatu and Tom Binna Pravritti Nimitta and same Vibhakti, Samana Vibhakti. Therefore, Visheshana Visheshya Bhavaha, can we say? When it comes to Mahavakya, you cannot say. Because we don't take the Mukhya Artha. We take the Lakshya Artha. Therefore, with regard to Pratyekhatma Lakshana, it is not Visheshana, in fact. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. The Taittiriya Upanishad. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Yo Veda Nigitam Guhayam Parame Vyoman. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. So, Brahma, the word is qualified by Satyam Jnanam Anantam. Three words. Satyam Brahma, it is Jnanam Brahma, it is Anantam Brahma. Satchit Anandaha. Are these Visheshana? If they are Visheshana, then they are sticking to Brahma. They are attributes. If they are attributes, then they are subject to change, like any other attributes. If they are not attributes, that's why we say they are Lakshana. They are Lakshanani. Every word describes that. They are Lakshana. Visheshana is different from Lakshana. Lakshana is the nature, not the wish. It's not the attribute. It is Sat, and Sat is Chit. Chit is Anantaha, Anandaha. So Lakshana words. Therefore, the sambandha between them is Lakshya Lakshana Bhavaha. The sambandha between Pratyekhatma Lakshana Yoga, the words referring to the Pratyekhatma is Lakshya Lakshana Bhavaha. The author here introduces three types of Samandha. So which Samandha we will adopt for understanding the Mahavakya Tattvam? See, where we have words having same vibhakti, same vachanam, Samana Adhikaranam is there. Therefore, we take the meaning of the words. The word, the sentence means the sentence as words, and meaning of the words only we understand. Sentence is complete with the understanding of the sentence is complete with the understanding of the meaning of the individual words and the relationship between them. Therefore, the three samandhas are important. Which samandha is that? Samanadhikaranam is that, and we take Visheshana Vishesha Bhavaha. This Pratyagatma Vishaya. Therefore, Pratyagatma Lakshana Yoho. When it comes to Pratyagatma, we say it is Lakshana. The nature of Pratyagatma is what is described. It's not description. It's not attribute. They are not attributes. They are Lakshana. So therefore, Lakshya Lakshana Bhavaha iti Tritiyaha Sambandhaha. Third Sambandha is there. So the three types of Sambandha, the author says that there are three types of Sambandha. In the word, the Mahavakya, which Sambandha we will take. That's what we are going to see. Up to this, we saw the last class. Now, from the Naishkarma Siddhi, the author quotes the three types of Sambandha. It's not that the author of Vedantasara invented. It is there. Therefore, he quotes in support of his statement. He quotes from Naishkarma Siddhi of Sureshwaracharya. Let us read. Taduktam
Uktam
Samanadhikaranyam cha Visheshana Viseshyata
Samanadhikaranam cha Visheshana Viseshyata
Lakshya Lakshana Sambandha Padartha Pratyagatmanam iti
Lakshya Lakshana Sambandha Padartha Pratyagatmanam iti.
So the author, to support his statement, he quotes from Naishkarma. Samanadhikaranyam. Samanadhikaranam, having the same locus. Samanadhikaranam. So the relationship between the two words having the same adhikaranam, that is number one. The relationship between the words qualifying each other, that is Vishesha Visheshata. And the relationship between the words where we take Padartha Pratyagatmana, like take the implied meaning. Where we take the meaning which are implied by the words. So therefore, three types of Sambandha iti. Then Samanadhikaranyam is explained. What is Samanadhikaranyam? And Vishesha Vishesha Bhava, everything is explained. The author elaborates. First, having introduced the terms, then with an example, illustration, Samanadhikaranyam is explained. Let us read. Samanadhikaranya Sambandha
Samanadhikaranya
Sambandha
Tavatyatha
Avatyata
Soyam Devadattaha iti
Soyam
Soyam
Devadattaha
Devadattaha
iti
iti
Asmin Vakye
Asmin Vakye
Tatkala Vishishta Devadatta Vachaka Tatkala Vishishta Devadatta Vachaka Sashabdasya
Tatkala Vasishta
Devadatta
Devadatta
Vachaka
Sabdasya
Vachaka Sashabdasya Tatkala Vishishta Devadatta Vachaka Sashabdasya. एतत् काल विशिष्ट देवदत्त वाचक अयं शब्दस्य
एतत् काल विशिष्ट
एतत्कालविशिष्ट
देवदत्त वाचक
देवदत्तवाचकाय
अयं
अयं
शब्दस्य
शब्दस्य
शब्दस्य च
एकस्मिन् पिण्डे
एकस्मिन् पिण्डे
तात्पर्य संबंधः
तात्पर्यं सम्बन्धः
तात्पर्यसम्बन्धः
तथा च
तथा च
तत्त्वमसि इति वाक्ये
तत्त्वमसि इति वाक्ये
परोक्षत्वादि विशिष्ट चैतन्यवाचक तत्पदस्य
परोक्षत्वादि विशिष्ट चैतन्यवाचक तत्पदस्य
परोक्षत्वादि विशिष्ट चैतन्यवाचक तत्पदस्य
अपरोक्षत्वादि विशिष्ट चैतन्यवाचक त्वंपदस्य च
अपरोक्षत्वादि विशिष्ट चैतन्यवाचक त्वंपदस्य च
एकस्मिन् चैतन्ये
एकस्मिन् चैतन्ये
चैतन्ये
तात्पर्य संबंधः
तात्पर्यसम्बन्धः
सामानाधिकरण्यम्. See, the author says सामानाधिकरण्य संबंधः तावत् यथा. So what is meant by सामानाधिकरण्यम् is the group of words are there. The group of words, do they reveal different things, different objects? No, they do not reveal. They reveal the same thing. They reveal the same thing, samana adhikaranam, that is samana adhikaranam. When they reveal the same thing, then the relationship in the words must be visheshana visheshabhava, the description of the same object, same thing. Different descriptions are used. Like if you take the shloka, Sakshat Kritam Dayanandam Paramartha Swarupinam Tattva Jnanam Prashastaram Pranataha Asmi Avam Pranataha Asmi Dayanandam. Other words are descriptive words. If you take Sakshat Kritam Paramartha Swarupinam Tattva Jnana Prashastaram, all are different words, different nouns. They refer to the same thing, Dayanandam. And therefore, the relationship between them must be Visheshana Visheshya. Adhikaranam. Adhikaranam means, here Adhikaranam is Dayananda. Shloka. Samana Adhikaranam means the same object is what is revealed or denoted by so many other words. There can be any number of words. The entire Vishnu Sahasranamam talks about Vishnu only. All the words are descriptive words. Lita Sahasranamam, all the Sahasranamam like that only. Only thing is in Sahasranamam, they are in Pratama Vibhakti. Descriptive words. Vishvam Vishnur Vashatkaro Bhuta Bhavya Bhavat Prabhu. Bhuta Bhavya Bhavat Prabhu Vishvam Vishnuhu Vashatkaraha Bhuta Bhavyaha Taha Vishnu. All the words that describe the Vishnu alone. Samanadikaranyam, what it refers to is Vishnu alone. Different words are used. So Samanadikaranam Ekasmin Ekaha Artaha. All the words Samanam Adhikaranam means Ekaha Artaha Yesham Tani Padani Samanadi Karana Padani. The words have got Samanadikaranam. Samanam Adhikaranam Yesham Padana. They are what Samanadi Karana Pada. Samanadi Karana Padani. Samanadikaranam is a Tadita word. Samanadikarana and Tadita Rupam of that is Samanadikaranyam. Samana becomes Adivritti Samana. You can note here. Samanadikaranam is a Vibhuri Samasa. Samanam adhikaranam yesham padanam samanadi karana samanadi samanadi karananam padanam. That's why samanadi karanam padam. Now tadita of that. When we form a tadita, first we have to form the compound. Samanadi karanam, the word has to be formed, the compound, which is Bahuri Samasa. After the tadita pratyaya, then adi vriddhi sa becomes samanadi. Of course, the pratyaya is shain pratyaya. Samanadi karanyam. That's how the word is derived. The samanadi karanyam means the words, different words which are used in a sentence, they relate to the same object or person or a thing. Ekaha artaha tattvam reveal the meaning of one thing, one object. And different words are used. Different words have a different connotation, different shabda pravritti nimitta. So, and padayogo, samanadikarne, padartayogo, visheshan vishesha bhavaha. Different words have a binna pravritti nimitta. Samana vibhaktikana, padana. Then, samanadikarnam is there between the words, and visheshan vishesha bhavaha is there. Samanadikarnam is there because ekasmin vishaya tatparyaha. It refers to the same thing. Not different words. If we refer to different words, then we cannot say samanadikaran. Ekasmin vishaye tatparyaha. Then we say there is samanadikarane sambandha. When samanadikarane sambandha is there, then the words padayogo visheshanam, padarthayogo visheshanam vishesha bhavaha. The relationship between the meaning of the words must be objective substantive relationship. The word has its meaning. So word and its meaning, pada and padartha. The entire world is nothing but pada and padartha. Pada and padartha. Padam, the word what it refers to, the meaning, that is padartha. Apple means apple is a word. Why the word apple is there? Because there is a fruit named apple which is different from other apple. That appleness is not there in mango. Appleness is not there in other. Appleness is specific to apple. That is why it is binna pravritti nimitta. It is apple. The word referring to that object, padartha. Padam, the word. Padartha referring to the fruit, whether it is physical or whether it is mental, whatever it is. That there is a padartha, that object. So every word has its corresponding artha, padartha. Word and its meaning. The entire world is nothing but word and its meaning. Namarupa. Namarupatmakam jagat. Namarupa. Instead of Namarupa, Swami says, it says Namarupa in English when you translate, you would say, not name and form, word and its meaning. The entire world is nothing but a word and the meaning associated with it. So, pada and padartha. So, padayogo, samanadikaranam, padartha yogo. Even there is samanadikaranam between the words, then the relationship between the meaning of the words must be visheshana vishesha. So, the rule. So, samanadikaranam sambandha, then vishesha vishesha sambandha. So, yatra yatra samanadikaranam, tatra tatra visheshana vishesha bhavaha. Because padayogo samanadikaranam, padartha yoga visheshana vishesha bhavaha. And samana vibhaktikana binna pravritti nimitanam shabdanam ekasmin vishaye tatparyaha asti. So it refers to the same thing. This is with regard to the general understanding of the words in a sentence. Now here, now let us see this passage here. Th-eतत asi. Taking that Mahavakya, Samanadikaranam, the author explains. Then Visheshana Vishesha Bhava, then Lakshya Lakshana. One by one. Now here, with an illustration, the author says, Soyam Devadattaha. Like the Mahavakya th-eतत asi, here also we have words having binna pravritti nimitta Binna pravritti nimitta, therefore different words and they are in same vibhakti. Binna pravritti nimittanam samana vibhaktikanam. And also, ekasmin vishaye tatparya, referring to the same thing. What is that example? Soyam devadattaha. Soyam the devadattaha iti asmin vakye tatkala vishishta devadatta vachaka sa shabdaha. Sa is the shabdaha, a word. So vachaka is a word referring to the devadatta. Which devadatta? Tatkala tat vishishta. Tatkala tat vishishta. Tat we use when it is something is paroksha. You know the words th-एतत, idam, idamastu sannikrishtam. Idam we use when it's something is close. Esha tadoho, etadoho, samipetaravarti. Parokshe, tat iti parokshe vijaniya. Adasastu, adaha is, adas shabda also we use to refer to something which is far. Viprakatam, that is paroksha vijaniya. This shloka is so tat is used when an object is away, paroksha, which is not within our range of perception. It is remote, both in terms of time and place. So we use the word tat. So tat shabda se pratama vibhakti saha. So saha ayam devadattaha. So saha referring to tatkala. Tatkala taddesha also we can take. Tatkala taddesha vishishta devadatta vachaka sa shabdasya. The sa shabdaha, sa shabdasya of the word saha in the vakya. So ayam devadattaha, which vachaka, which is signifying the devadatta who is associated with that time, that place, tatkala tat visishta. You have seen him some 25 years before, the devadatta. So tatkala tat visishta. Then you are saying saha ayam devadattaha. Saha is pratama vibhakti ekavachanam, ayam also pratama vibhakti ekavachanam. Binna pravritti nimitta, other words, they are same vibhakti. They are same vibhakti. Now, saha ayam. Ayam shabda is, what is this ayam shabda? Ayam means this. So this referring to an object which is obtained now, in this time, now. And it is now here, closer, in our proximity, in our vicinity. And both this and that. Saha, that, I am this, both are used in this in Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. And they have been a pravritti nimitta, different connotations. But both words refer to the same devadatta. That is, so what is the relationship between the words? So ayam, the shabda, ayam shabdasya, etad kala, etad desha, vishishta, devadatta vachaka ayam shabdasya. Ayam shabda of the word ayam. Again, it is signifying devadatta who is associated with this time and this place. So, two things, this and that. They have different binna pravritti nimitta and they are used and they refer to the same devadatta. Then what is the relationship between the words, this and that? Padanam madhye samana adhikaranyam asti. So devadatta who is characterized by that time, that place, as he was characterized, the same way he is characterized by the word this, who is available now, here and now. Now, that Soyam Devadatta, then what is the Tatparya? Tatparya of the sentence Soyam Devadatta, it indicates that the Devadatta whom you saw 25 years before is the same Devadatta who is just standing right in front of you. Same Devadatta. So, Tatkala Tat Vichishta Devadatta Sahayeva sa shabdena pointed out. Saha iti Shabdena saha Devadattaha Avidiyate. Devadattaha Avidiyate sa Shabdena. Similarly, that etat kala etat Devadattaha im Shabdena Avidiyate. Are there two different persons? Ekasmin Pinde Tatparyaha Sambandhaha Asti, referring to the same Pinda, same person. So Tatparya is Tatparyam, the purport, the Tatparya Sambandha. The Tatparya Sambandha is Ekasmin Tatparya Sambandha. Ekasmin Pinde Tatparya Sambandhaha Asti. It's referring to the same person, same entity. Tatparya Sambandhaha. The same way, Tathacha Tatutvam Asi iti Mahavakya api. The same way in the Mahavakya Tatutvam Asi also. Tatu referring to Ishvara. Ishvara is the general understanding of Ishvara is Sarvajnaha Sarvashaktiman. Where is he? Generally we say Ishvara is above, is above. Is away from us. That the alienation is that Ishvara is there somewhere sitting somewhere. It's Ishvara, God Shiva. He is in Kailasha. Or Vishnu is in Vaikuntha. Remote, far away from us. That is the general understanding when we say Ishvara, Bhagavan. So Paroksha, not available. It is Paroksha, it's remote. So Tattvamasi iti Mahavakya api Parokshatvadi Visishta Chaitanya Vachaka Tat-shabdasya. Tat-shabda, the Mahavakya signifying the Chaitanyam, the consciousness, which is characterized by what? Parokshatvam. Sarvagyatvam, Parokshatvam. Adipadat we can include what all the Sarvagyatvam, Parokshatvam iti, the attributes of Ishvara. So that is Ishvara. And what about this Tvampada? That is Tatpada, Parokshatva. The Tvampada is I am, right now I am available. It is Aparoksha, not remote, right now here. Immediately now here I am available. Jivaha. Aporokshatvadi Vishishta Chaitanya Vashakatvam Shabdasya, Tvam Padasya. Tvam Pada in the Mahavakya signifying the Chaitanyam, which is Vishishta characterized by Aporokshatvadi, which is right now available. So Paroksha, Aparoksha. Tattva word also is a Paroksha. Tvam is right now is Madhyama Purusha Ekavachanam. When the teacher says Tvam means you available right in front of you, therefore Aparoksha. Not this. And in the Mahavakya, if we say it is Aparoksha means it is myself. If teacher says, for teacher you are Pratyaksha, Tatuttamasi. But when you say Aham Brahmasmi, it is Aparoksha. It is not, you are not Pratyaksha to yourself, it is Aparoksha. So therefore, Aparokshatvad Vishishta Chaitanyam, that is what is referred to by Tvampada. Parokshatvad Vishishta Chaitanyam, that is what is referred to by Tatpada. Now, Ekasmin Vishaye Tatparyaha Sambandhaha Asti. Yatha Soyam Devadattaha, referring to the same Pinda, same person. Similarly, Tatuttamasi also must be referring to the same. Samana Vibhakti, both in Samana Vibhakti, Bhinna Pravritti Nimitta, the words Samana Vibhakti, therefore, Ekasmin Vishaye Tatparyaha Sambandhaha Asti. So Mahavakya says Tatuttamasi. In the Tatu, the Ishvara is the remoteness. The remoteness is superimposed on Ishvara. That consciousness. Ishvara is that consciousness, which is what we call Ishvara. And this consciousness, who is this consciousness? This is Jiva, myself, who is immediate right now. So that and this, that consciousness, that Ishvara, who is Sarvajnaha, Sarvashaktiman, is Sarvavyapi, the remoteness and the vastness of the Ishvara, that consciousness. This consciousness, that is this myself, who is right now available, therefore, proximity and smallness, which are superimposed on Chaitanya. So, that consciousness, when we say that remoteness Parokshatvam, etc., they are superimposed on the Chaitanya. This consciousness, when we say that the smallness and the immediacy, they are superimposed on Chaitanya. As though Chaitanya is nearly available, that Chaitanya is far, remotely available. All these are adhyastha, they are superimposed. So, therefore, the Tattva-tvamasi, when we say, they are equated. The grammatical construction of the sentence, if we see, there, the remoteness of Ishvara is not real. And also, the smallness of the individual, the jiva, that is also not real. Both are superimposed because they are equated, that consciousness and this consciousness. How can that consciousness be this consciousness unless they are same? Therefore, that and this, that superimposition, that which is superimposed, that on which something is superimposed, that is real, and superimpositions are unreal. This is difficult to understand. That is why the Chandogya, it is repeated 9 times, Tattva-tvamasi, Tattva-tvamasi. So, tatkala tat-vishishta, yatha devadattaha eva, etatkala etat-vishishta devadattaha, we understand the same person, though is completely different in appearance. You cannot recognize the same, but you recognize. That is your intelligence. When you can intelligently recognize the same Devadatta, who is characterized by completely different time, different place, completely non-identical, but there is identity. Similarly, here also, Tattva-tvamasi, Tattva is Ishvara, Ishvara is Sarvajnaha, Sarvashaktiman, he has got all the Kalyana Guna, he is the Mayavi, he has mastery over Maya, whereas Aham Alpaha, Alpajnaha, Kinchitnyaha, as we saw in Sadhana Pancham, Kinchitnyaha, Kinchit Janati, Alpajnaha, Alpashaktiman. They are equated. When there is equated, not with Upadhi. If with Upadhi is equated, it's a common, it's a common sense. How can two things, the Tattva and Tvam, with Upadhi, can be equated? Even two different things of different dimensions cannot be equated. Ocean and the pond cannot be equated. Equation, when we equate in terms of water, we can say it is same. In terms of the size, they are not same. They cannot be same. With Upadhi, it cannot be same. Samay Tattva and Tvam, if we consider Upadhi, include Upadhi, it cannot be same. And the Vakya is in Samanadhikaranya. We cannot take Visheshana Visheshya Bhavaha. Can we take Visheshana Visheshya Bhavaha? Saha is an adjective to Ayam. Saha is that, Ayam is this. Saha is not, that is adjective to this. So as we understand Swayam Devadattaha, similarly Mahavakya also. Anyway, here this passage, Samanadhikaranam is what is talked about. When there is Samanadhikaranam between the words, then Ekasmin Vishaya Tatparyaha Asti, referring to the same thing. That is the first thing to be understood. There is a Samanadhikarana Sambandha. Then, what is the relationship between the meaning of the words? That is talked about the next sentence. Here it is Padayogo Samanadhikaranam, relationship between the words. Padartha Yogo Visheshana Vishesha. That is explained in the next passage. Let us read. Visheshana Visheshya Bhava Sambandhastu.
Visheshana Vishesha Bhava Sambandhastu.
Yata Tatraiva Vakye.
यथा तत्रैव वाक्ये
सशब्दार्थ तत्काल विशिष्ट देवदत्तस्य.
स-शब्द अर्थ तत्काल विशिष्ट देवदत्तस्य
विशिष्ट देवदत्तः
Vedantasya.
देवदत्तस्य
This is difficult to read because all the words are, all the letters are all are joined. You have to split, not sandhi, samasa and then simple melody. Ayam shabdhartha etat kala vishishta devadattasya.
अयं
शब्दार्थ
शब्दार्थ
तत्काल
देवदत्तस्य
The previous word was devadattasya plus ayam shabdaha devadattasyayam. Savana dirgha sandhi. Then devadattasya anyonya beda vyavartakataya.
अन्योन्य भेद व्यावर्तकतया
विशेषण विशेष्य भावः.
विशेषण विशेष्य भावः
तथा अत्रापि वाक्ये
तथा अत्रापि वाक्ये
तत्पदार्थ परोक्षत्वादि विशिष्ट चैतन्यस्य
तत्पदार्थ परोक्षत्वादि विशिष्ट चैतन्यस्य
त्वं पदार्थ परोक्षत्वादि विशिष्ट चैतन्यस्य च
त्वं पदार्थ परोक्षत्वादि विशिष्ट चैतन्यस्य च
अन्योन्य भेद व्यावर्तकतया
अन्योन्य भेद व्यावर्तकतया
विशेषण विशेष्य भावः.
विशेषण विशेष्य भावः
विशेषण विशेष्य भाव संबंधः. The second type of relation sambandha is विशेषण विशेष्य भावः. Soyam devadattah in the vakya. What is the tatparya? Tad devadatta tatkala taddesh vishishta devadatta is etat kala etat desha vishishta devadattah. That devadatta and this devadatta are they same? Ekasmin pinde tatparya. There's one. So therefore the relationship between different identity of devadatta, the different identity, that is called Visheshana Visheshya Bhava. The relationship between the different identity, that Devadatta and this Devadatta. Visheshana Visheshya Bhava. Visheshana is adjective, Visheshya is substantive. As we said, Neelam Utpalam. Neelam is Visheshana. Visheshya is Utpalam. See, what is Visheshya, what is Visheshana? That depends on the Vivaksha of the speaker. In fact, sometimes the Visheshya can be used as Visheshana, possible. When we say Neelam Utpalam, Neelam is the color Neelam, blue. It is the Visheshanam, and Visheshya is Utpalam. The other way also you can say that Utpalam, that the Neelam, the Neelam, the blue color. The blue is the blue, the color is limited by the Utpalam, the lily. It means in that it exists in that form. So that is, it is qualified, that color is qualified by a particular form. Neelam being there, Akasha is also Neelam. There is, and dress also Neelam, cloth, vastram. And the Neelam now it is qualified by the Utpalam. So the word, each word can be a Visheshana, Visheshya, dependent possibility. Neelam qualifies the Utpalam or Utpalam qualifies Neelam, both way. So one qualifies, other one is qualified. So therefore there is a relationship. And when it comes to grammar, it is all the more. Which is Visheshanam, which is Visheshya, we have to know. The Tadanta Vidhi, in the Vyakarana when we apply, Tadanta Vidhi, Yena Vidhi Sadantasya. So between the qualifier and qualified, that Sutram we have seen, that Tadantasya, Visheshya is qualified Visheshana and the word ending with that letter or that Shabda, Tadantasya. So we have to identify the Visheshana, Visheshya. So when two words are there, in both ways we can interpret. Utpalam being there, Utpalam is qualified by the color Neelam, therefore Neelam Utpalam. Or Neelam is there in many places, and this Neelam is qualified by the flower. Fine. This is Visheshana Visheshya Sambandha. Now in the Drishtanta, Tatra eva vakye st-shabdartha tatkala vishishta devadattasya. Tatkala, that time, that Devadatta who existed that time, that is the past, remote past. Tatkala is who is referred to the Sa-shabda. The Sa-shabdartha is Tatkala Vishishta, Tatkala Taddesh Vishishta Devadatta. That is Saha Shabdartha, Shabdasya Arthaha Padarthaha. This Devadatta is who is existing now. Etat Kala Vishishta Ayam Devadattasya, Ayam Shabdasya Arthaha Padarthaha. This Devadatta. So that Devadatta and this Devadatta. So that we're taking the meaning of the word. Meaning of Saha Shabda and Ayam Shabda. So Tat Padartha and Idam Padartha. So that Devadatta and this Devadatta. So Devadatta is what is referred to by the word. Now the relationship between, because you have Samanadikaranyam, therefore there is Visheshana Visheshya Bhavaha. Even though it is it is this Visheshana Visheshya Bhava is not like Neelam Utpal. Even then it is Visheshana Visheshya Bhava. Even then it is a subjective substantive relationship only. Because Saha referring to the same person. Saha Ayam Devadattaha. So Devadattaha is qualified by Ayam. And Devadatta is qualified by Saha. Saha Devadattaha. Even though they are pronouns generally don't qualify. But in this context, it qualifies. Therefore, you have to take it as qualifier, qualified relationship between the words. This doubt may come. How can pronouns qualify? Generally, in fact, we know that adjectival pronoun also we have seen. So pronouns also can qualify, provided we understand the meaning of the pronoun in the given context. Then they are treated as qualifier, qualified. Therefore, pronouns also can act as adjectival pronoun. So Saha and Ayam, these are pronouns. They qualify Devadatta. Therefore, they are Visheshana Visheshya Bhavahas. Ayam is a pronoun. It's an adjective to Devadatta, the Visheshya, the substantive. Similarly, Saha is also. But that Devadatta and this Devadatta is not same, but we equate. It means referring to the same person. Ekasmin pinde tatparyata asti. Samanadikaran between the words. And the meaning of the words is we take, referring to that Devadatta. In spite of the differences, we understand it is same Devadatta, dismissing the contrary contrary appearance. It's not same physically. Mentally also may not be same, but we understand it is same Devadatta. Similarly, by negating the opposite nature of the two Devadattas, the words qualify each other to point the same person Devadatta. The word Saha and Saha, when we say that 25 years before, that is description, the Devadatta is different. Young man, young, energetic, dynamic, not even having mustache and no beard, but now is a grown-up person. So completely the person is different, therefore opposite nature. But they qualify each other. So Saha Ayam iti, referring to the same person Devadatta. Similarly, in the Mahavakya also, Tatu Tvam Asi, that consciousness, which is characterized by remoteness, tat padartha parokshatvadi vishishta chaitanyasya. Tat padartha is meaning of the tat pada. Meaning of the tat pada is tat Brahma, Ishvara, consciousness, chaitanyam, tat padartha, which is parokshatvadi, vishishta, characterized by paroksha, remoteness, etc. Similarly, the meaning of the word tvam padartha, meaning of the word tvam, which is again chaitanyam, which is characterized by aparoksha, etc. Tat and tvam. And they are, even though they have opposite ideas, contrary ideas, but they, like Swayam Devadattaha, Saha Ayam, Saha Devadattaha, Ayam Devadattaha, Yata, that Visheshana Vishesha Bhavaha. Similarly, here also they qualify each other, that this qualify each other, referring to the same things, same object. Here it is consciousness. Therefore, there is Visheshana Visheshya Bhavaha. If both Tat and Tvam are one, suppose if both Tat and Tvam are one, Tvam is aparoksha, immediate. That qualifies Tat. If that qualifies Tat, then Tat also has to be aparoksha. If Tat is aparoksha, then it cannot be paroksha. You understand what I'm saying? Tat, suppose if Tat and Tvam are one, that is what we are going to say later. Tat padartha, Tvam padartha, suppose if it is one, Tvam is aparoksha. Right now, immediately available here and now, immediate. It's myself. And suppose if it qualifies Tat, Tvam qualifies Tat, then because it qualifies, Tat also has to be aparoksha. It cannot be paroksha. It cannot be remote. Similarly, therefore, what happens? Then Ishvara has to be here and now. Ishvara cannot be paroksha yet. Just like me, yes, he has to be here and now. Otherwise, it cannot be Tvam. Therefore, if Tat and Tvam, if Tat is equated to Tvam, then, and also Tat is limitless. And limitless, Tat. And the Jiva, which is signified by the word Tvam, that is limited. That cannot be limited. In other way also, if you take, in other way, that is, Tat is qualified by Tvam, suppose. Tat is limitless. Then Jiva cannot be limited, because both the words qualify each other. Therefore, the remoteness and the limitedness both have to be dropped. Therefore, in that case, what happens? If that is this, when we say that Tattva is this, then this cannot be limited. Similarly, when we say this is that, then that cannot be remote. Ishvara cannot be remote. So, therefore, when both Tattva and Tvam, referring to Jiva and Ishvara, are placed in the same sentence, each one qualifying the other, the idea is we have to see the identity of them. The sense of limitation superimposed on the Jiva, the sense of remoteness superimposed on the Ishvara, their Adhyaropa, that has to be removed. That is why we do the inquiry of the Vakya. They qualify if you take each other, then we have problem. That is why the next Samandha comes Lakshya Lakshana Bhavaha. Lakshya Lakshana Bhavaha. So Visheshana Vishesha Bhavaha is when each one defines the other, and therefore restrict the scope of the other. And here in the Mahavakya, if tk is qualifier to tvam or tvam is qualified to th-etat, then we have the problem of making the Ishvara who is remote is right now available, and Jiva who is with Upadhi limited is made unlimited. So therefore, then we take the Vishesha Visheshya Bhavaha. If we take Vishesha Visheshya Bhavaha, we take the literal meaning of the words, primary meaning, Mukyartha. By Mukyartha, we cannot equate Tat and Tvam. Therefore, there is a necessity, we have to look for the other Sambandha, which is what is the next Sambandha, Lakshya Lakshana Sambandha, Bhavaha. That is what we will see in the next class. Om Purnamatav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
धन्यवाद गुरुजी।
धन्यवाद।